What's going on, paisanos? It's a super vctrfs supermarket watch. Before we begin, guys, I just want to say, check out my Insomnia TCG hobby shop thing. This is for my store. I don't have many things put up yet. I'm gonna add more stuff on throughout the weekend. Also, I'm gonna be doing pre-orders on Savage Strike coming up. What, next month? Almost about a month to pre-release. I think I do my pre-release on the 26th, so I'm really looking forward towards that. And yeah, I'm gonna have everything up on the site for pre-release, and I'm gonna be ordering a ton of product. And I don't know if I'm going to the YCS in Chicago. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So if you want to get your product or order it, hopefully I'll get to you by that time so you can have it for the legal date. It's weird. It's like the product comes out Friday, and then the YCS is like the Saturday and Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of weird how it goes. But anyway, check it out here, guys. Here's everything you want to shop and support the shop and all that jazz right there. Okay. So let's get right into the market watch. Let's talk about Sky Strikers. Remember when Sky Strikers, we had a ban list? Remember that time back in the day? Oh my god, it was so long ago. I used to ride horses and shit, and everything was in black and white. And then we got a ban list. And then about 30 days later, the $54, $55 Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, yeah, it's like $38. Times are changing, folks. Looking at Sky Striker Metal Widow Anchor, another card I was holding around $35. That's also about $23. Sky Striker players know what's going on. Here's a secret they don't want you to know. The ban list is coming up again. It's why I hate these damn e-ban lists. It's so irritating because it's you get an e-ban list and then you get an expectation from the day the e-ban list comes out for the next ban list. In this case, was about 2 months. Now, do I think the ban list is going to be hitting us? I think the ban list is going to hit after YCS Chicago, in my personal opinion. With that said, Sky Strikers like Engage and Widow Anchor are going to be tanking in value. And we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if we're getting the Japanese hit, in which Engage and Widow Anchor both go to 1, or the first version of Japanese hit, in which Engage and Widow Anchor go to 2. I would love if they would go to 2. It'd be kind of cool. But that's the fear right now for Sky Striker players. This is going to go lower. We're going to see Engage within about week, maybe 2 weeks, hit $25 easy mode. Widow Anchor is probably going to be hitting 15 real soon because of the fear. My advice to anybody, if you want to still play Sky Strikers, you're gambling with Dynamite, but I would say get 2 of each, but wait a while because it's going to go a lot lower. There's no more demand, and there's a ton of supply. It's about to fill the market. OT Sky Striker Ace Shizuku is about $50, down $10 from its market price, about $60. I don't even remember it being around $60. I remember it being around 50, maybe 54, 55. Same with Engages roughly. So it's kind of weird to see Shizuku roughly around $50. And again, this is no, actually, I think when it first came out, like the first couple of days, it was like 60. Anyway, Shizuku is also going down in value because even though she's a really highly wanted Sky Striker card, she belongs in a deck that's going to get hits. So take that with what you will. Now we'll talk about the other one a little bit, Kagari. But looking at Elemental Hero Stratos, it's maintaining price point. It's now fluctuated in price point. While all these meta decks are going down in value, Stratos is like, no, bro, I'm done. It's gonna hit 47 where it's currently standing right now, and it's gonna go to $50. And that's where it's gonna be until hero players get the itch and they're gonna buy it, or a collector from the GX era is gonna buy it. This is a highly bought out card in the future. Get ready for that to happen. Trickster Lycanroc is going lower in value. Who cares? Can we be honest? Like, who cares? The hell with Tricksters. I think Konami just hit Reincarnation already. I don't think they're going to, but I think the meta's going to move ahead without Tricksters, in my opinion. I think the meta's going to shift, and with Savage Strike, with all these reprint sets, we're just going to get better stuff to deal with Tricksters if anyone dares to play them. It'll be a gamble deck for the most part. Dragon Matrix is still around $5. It's stabilizing. Second Light is still around $4 to $5. It's also stabilizing because of Burning Abyss. Spoofing is going lower in value because my fellow Ultra Guys players have a little bit of fear because of a ban list. I totally get you. Tokens are still valuable. Now, obviously, Halyard and Mega Raptor, they're still around 3s, but I think they're going to go lower. I think they'll be done. This one is the one I'm going to talk about. The Draco Sack token is very important to me because I feel like you guys don't understand how important Mecha Fan Beast Draco Sack is as a card. Well, not all you guys. Anyone who's relatively new doesn't really understand how good Mecha Fan Beast Draco Sack is and how easily decks can make it and how you should be getting your Mecha Fan Beast Draco Sack and should be holding your Draco Sack tokens. Be crazy about it. Hold 5. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do with the Sky Striker tokens when I eventually got them. That's what I'll do with the Draco Stack tokens whenever I get them. I'm going to hold 5. So, that's a thing. Another thing is Drone Lockbird. It comes on OTS Tournament Pack 8. Ultimate Rare is about $35, $36. This is a good hold. I know the meta shifting and Yu-Gi-Oh players are like, I don't want to touch this card. It's old school hand traps. I want the new school. We're getting Ash reprints. Infinite Permanences are getting a reprint. I get it. This is what you need to hold though, because this hand trap will still be good. And it's going to go up in value when it sees meta play. Guaranteed. It's getting some dumb numbers. We've seen Ghost Ogre hit about 75. You don't think this is going to hit 75? You're out of your mind. Of course it's going to hit some high numbers. Wait for that to happen. Looking at Shizuku, though, she's going down in value. Kagari, I'm sorry. She's going down in value. Now, she was the one that hit about 36 at peak, and she's not going down heavily, but in OTS Tournament Pack 8 value, she's tanking. If you look at the values of OTS Tournament Pack cards, specifically just them alone, she is tanking heavily in value. Currently, Kagari's price is around $31, and I expect her price to go a lot lower, depending on the banlist hit. But because of the fear of being on the banlist hit, we might see this ulti, at lowest, hit around $25. Maybe even $20. That's even crazy talk, but definitely $25. Looking at scapegoats, I think they're at their settle price. They're going to maintain being at this price for a while. We have Tuna Meta, and is it weird for me to say, buy this card? Like, get 2 scapegoats. Get it. Don't question it, don't think about it, you need your scapegoats. Konami is not done with links. They're still making great decks that can really abuse links. And one of the best cards to abuse links in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, Scapegoat. Everyone forgot about Scapegoat because Tricksters used them, and then everyone's like, oh, fuck Tricksters, and then fuck Scapegoats by proxy. Well, guess what? This is still a good card, and I guarantee you, in our meta, we will see this card see play again. And its price is going to hit like $45 for Scapegoats. Mark my words. Get your 2 ultis and sit on them and wait for them. Secret Village Spellcaster holding about a $3 price point. Very interesting about this because we just saw Pendulum Magicians top the ARG, and was it in Florida, I believe it was, and they can easily play this card. I'm not sure if they play this card or not. I didn't get a chance to see a deck profile. I skimmed it. But nevertheless, it's still a great card, and it's really good against Sky Strikers, a deck that's really dying by the day. But I don't know, man. This is a pretty good card. You might want to hold on to this. Machines are roughly around 2 to get the hold. Sky Striker tokens are about $1. Now, this is the price the other tokens are going to be going at. Besides I think Draco Sack token will go low. Something will happen with Draco Sack. It might become meta again. If it does become meta again, I think it will go high again. So that's why I think Draco Sack token is going to maintain some kind of weird value. As far as the other tokens, we're going to see this happen. They're going to go up to be roughly around $1. Up next, we got Soul Fusion with Thunder Dragon Colossus. It's maintaining a $49 price point to a $50 price point. Now, Thunder Dragons aren't not dead. In fact, I predict that after the ban list, there's still going to be a meta. I just think that there's going to be other decks around, like the new deck coming out in Savage Strike that Thunder Dragons have a problem with. Garage Dragons, I believe it is. That deck's pretty good, and I don't know if Thunder Dragons can handle that. Then again, we thought when Thunder Dragons was coming out, we didn't know if Sky Strikers can handle Thunder Dragons, and we were all proven, for the most part, wrong. So we really have to see what's going on. I still think Thunder Dragons is going to be a tier 1 deck, but they're definitely going to have new things to contend with the release of Savage Strike, as well for everyone to have reprints, such as Evenly Matched being more accessible, as well as Infinite Impermanence. Dangerous Tsuchinoko is now about $30. This card was about $35 not long ago. It's just tanking in value. It's going to happen. Hopefully it'll hit about $20, and that's probably when I'm going to buy my 2. For my Burning Abyss, I'm not sure what you're doing, but for Burning Abyss, I might pick up 2 Tsuchinokos for my personal deck. Trap Trick is now about $16, and in case anyone forgot, this was about $25 for Trap Trick not long ago, and it's going lower in value because once again, Paleos are really kind of uses, but not really, and the Ultigeist players that did have Trap Trick are getting rid of Ultigeist because of OCG banlist and the fear of hitting Ultigeist. Mind you, I'm a big Ultigeist fan. Any hit to Ultigeist is a devastating hit. Ain't like Sky Strikers where they're like, oh, that happened? We'll still play Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't give a fuck. Two engage? Bro, I'm still good. 2 Widowman Anchor? Good, I didn't want 3 anyway. That bogged me down. Held me down for my draws. Kept bricking into Widow Anchors. No, it's literally like if you're holding Trap Trick when it was like $20, $25, and Ultigeist got announced to Oshi that they're going to get hit, you knew, as every competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Player does, that Ultigeist is not going to make it to the Nationals this year. It's not happening, unfortunately. So you have to get rid of these cards in order to make room for the newer cards. It is what it is. Thunder Dragon Dark is also going lower in value, but just by a little bit, by incremental. And I think that whatever Colossus goes to, Thunder Dragon will follow in that ratio. So Colossus drops $5, we'll see that kind of percentage drop by Thunder Dragon Dark. And if it goes up, Thunder Dragon Dark will go up with it. That's all it's going to happen. There's Titan, that's $3. Jesus. Camp Dragon Levineer is another card that I'm really looking at heavily because I like this card a lot. I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are heavily underestimating this card. If you are betting on this player, you kind of want to play this card. It's pretty good, and it's only about $5. First edition is $5.42. Sure. In case you don't have like BLS, this is a cheaper BLS alternative. That's still really good. And if you don't have BLS, or if you have BLS, well, you can throw a Chaos Dragon Levineer with your BLS and make some pretty crazy plays. Due to the fact that you have lights and darks in your deck, you can really abuse this card's effect fully, and it's a once per turn effect, kind of like BLS. Really cool. 3 does on attack as well. Up next, card Demise. This card's taking the value. Now, I'm not trying to crap on anybody playing True Dracos. I actually like the deck a lot. I think it's a very good deck. I think True Draco players that play True Dracos right now that are competing are probably the ones that were really good with back in the day and now still relatively good. Like, if you have someone who's been playing True Dracos for a long while, they probably know their crap, and you probably got to watch what they play because they can crap on you. Like, just a little, food for thought. Personal experience. But looking at card Demise, it's roughly around $14, and it's going to continue going down. This card hit a high of like 30, and now it's just, ever since that high, it's just been incrementally going lower and lower in value because it's not seeing much play. I just want to throw it out there. I still think this is an amazing card, great trade bait, and you should at least hold a place there for yourself because you never know when this card sees a meta play again. So let's talk about Summon Limit for a quick second. Now, yeah, we got the Dual Sleek versions, and they're kind of like, you know. But look at the original print Summon Limits. The original print Common Summon Limit. If you guys don't know what it does, not a player can summon more than 2 times per turn. The price for a unlimited Light You Play is about $1 for a common. For the first edition Light You Played, it's about $2 for a common. So your summon limits and your quarter boxes have a little bit more value, so you might want to go pick through your quarter boxes and grab these. You might go to Troll Toad, you might go anywhere and see how much they have them for, and grab a stack. Easy RO9, easy return on investment. This is a card you're going to want to get because this could be a future Floodgate. It always becomes that with Summon Limit. I always feel like it becomes a future Floodgate. Never really mix it there, but as your meta changes and as we move into a more competitive and fast meta, I can easily see this card being a Floodgate. Well, I mentioned before I'm a Meccan fan of Draco Sack. I just want to go over here for a little food for thought. So we got the 2014 Megatins, and they're roughly around $8 for them. Okay, it's fine. Then you got the original print from LTGY, a Lower Tachyon Galaxy, and it's about $10. So Draco Sack was around 8s, and now they moved up a little bit more around 10s. And market price is showing to be about 11s because they had a buyout a couple of months ago when they were at 20s. So Draco Sack's kind of holding a decent price point right now, and it's a really good card to pick up. It's an insanely good card to pick up. Like if I own 3 of these, I need to buy a 4th one for translation because I have them in different languages. But this is a really good card to pick up. Little funny backstory. This card used to be $150 back in Dragon Ruler format. You needed 2 at least. 3 is average. Think about that. Anyway, going back into it with Draco Sack, I think it's a great card. I think it's a card you might want to pick up. Konami remade their tokens for a reason. I think Konami hints. Sometimes they make some things and you go, what the hell are they doing? And then sometimes you look at Konami and go, why did you hint that token? Oh my god, why is Draco Sack so much money now? Like, I feel like there's a correlation with this. I feel I could be wrong. I just feel like it's a great investment. I really emphasize on you guys getting this card. Trade bait, go to your locals, do what you gotta do to get this card in your possession. Up next, Rescue Ferret. So Cold Duel's Rescue Ferret is about 29 cents. After that, it's about 50 cents roughly. $1 average in the market price. Now, obviously, Rescue Ferret got a reprint as a common. It got 2018 reprint. I don't care about those. All I care about is the Cold Duelist Rescue Ferret. In fact, I have about 15 of these in my possession that I'm still holding. I still think this is a good card, just waiting for the time in the meta to see any kind of meta play, meta relevance. And if it does see any meta play and meta relevance, we will see this card go up in value, especially the first edition original print. Do not buy or do not trade or do not go for the unlimited Cold Duelist. It's money out the window. Get the first edition original print. I think this is a great market watch investment. Nobody's looking at it right now. Everyone thinks, oh, it's common, so there's no worry to get this card. Yeah, when people buy cards, they buy the best rarity, not the lowest rarity. This can go up in the future, depending on the meta. Up next, Solemn Scolding. So I bought a collection the other day, and the guy had about 2 Solemn Scoldings in the collection. And I just took them, put them aside. Said, Alex, I have a bunch of deck boxes. I just take them and pop them in deck boxes. Put them in sleeves, in the deck box. See you later, Solemn Scolding. This is a great card that I think has shown in the past that it can go from a $1 binder special to a $9, $10 card easily. It's done this many times in the past. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does it more in the future. With that said, I think Psalm Scolding is a very good card to pick up. It's dirt cheap right now. Nobody's looking at it right now. And it's a great card for future potential due to the fact that it shows it had past potential performance. Up next, Spore. Now, I talked about this before. Don't get the common. Don't. You get the Generation Force has special edition, the 3-packs. And it came a super rare Spore. I have about 18 of these, I think, or 10, 20, or some stupid. I have a little stack of Spores somewhere in my bag. They're quarters. Near mint, you want near mint? Sure, 41 cents. Literally 41 cents. We're getting the plant link come April 6th. If plants are relevant, that little guy is going to see play. The super rare version of that little guy is going to see a lot of play. Looking at Super Quantum Red Layer, we see it over here, market price for about $8, and you see over here roughly around $9 in the price point. After the night's gone, it's about almost near $10 for Super Quantum Red Layer. This is a kind of weird card that's done nothing, but because of hype and speculation, has always went up and down, up and down. I don't think I've seen Super Quantum Red Layer do anything since, and I could be wrong, PK Fire, where I actually saw a little bit of meta play, and then quickly no meta play. But the current price point is $9. My opinion on. Just get rid of this. It's useless. Next, Majesty's Fiend. So I keep going back and talking about this because I feel like this card's going to see a lot of play in the future. It's a Floodgate on a card. I mentioned the other day about Vanity's Fiend, and how Vanity's Fiend is a Floodgate on a card. Well, Majesty's Fiend is Vanity's Fiend's brother. Turns out they're both abusive alcoholics. Now, you can get a 2015 version of Majesty's Fiend, 75 cents. You could probably go on eBay and get German super rares. They're like $3, I think they're really pretty. I have a playset in my I have like 2 bags of nothing but the cards in deck boxes that I just sorting would take me too long. We're looking at the Secret Majesty's Fiend from Primal Origins. First, unlimited mints are roughly around $8. There's no really let you place. First edition, it's $8. So yeah, you're gonna want to get these. I mean, it's weird how you want to get these. You can get 2 of these or 3 of these, but yeah, Majesty's Fiend's a kind of good card, and you really might want to consider picking this up in the future. It can see meta relevance. It's a Floodgate on a card, like Vanity's Fiend, Majesty's Fiend. These are 2 cards that literally, right, even now in the meta, you play against Pendulum Magicians. You go Vanity's Fiend or you go Majesty's Fiend. They're gonna have a really hard time getting over that, or they have to dedicate an enormous amount of resources to stop 1 card, and then you just kill them next turn. So. Really good cards. So there's a buyout today, I believe it is. Number 75, Bamboozling, Gossip Shadow. Market price showing to be about $26. First edition, $34. Everyone's getting really hyped and really excited about this. So let me just go into this real quickly. Triff Gaming, my little buddy Triff Gaming, made a video talking about how pendulums can go into this card, and 99.9%. It's one of those like 80% of the time works every time kind of deals. And everyone got really excited. Everyone ran in and bought them Bamboozling, Gossip Shadows, and had their pendulum decks. Oh, man. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of free wins at YuGiOh events when people fucking just fuck up this combo and just want to giving free wins at so like you're the regionals and someone's trying to bring this on you with pendulums and you just stomp them. It's a free win. You don't thank me. You need to thank Triff. You need to thank that kid. I mean, listen, I hope it works. I hope it's really cool. I hope it's, YuGiOh, whatever. But yeah, now it's $34, a buyout, because expectation of a card that may or may not be good in the deck within a ban list within a month from now. Not too bright, community. Whoever bought in on this card, not too bright at all. This is a good sell. This card used to be about $8. And if you could have it right now, the value you'll get right now is more value than you'll get in this card, period. Hands down, non-negotiable, period. You will get nothing but value. So sell your Bamboozling Gossip Shadows plus hard and laugh even louder. If you're only going to play Pendulum Magicians, you got Jackal King, which is $7. The deck needs infinite permanence and a Boar Sword. And everything else is literally under $3. It's like the cheapest meta deck you can get. If you don't want to run infinite permanence, you can run Effect Filler. It's not as good, but you can still run it. If you don't want to run Boar Sword, you got Boar Load, which is a $20 card. Once again, not as good, but can still do things. And yeah, especially Boar Sword against Thunder Dragons, do a lot of things. So that's what you can do with Pendulum Magicians, and that's how you actually get wins and grind out wins. Now, I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it, but it's all on you. Up next, Terraforming. I constantly talk about how this card's gonna get hit in the ban list, and people keep looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's really gonna get hit. It already is semi-limited. What makes it from not going to limited? I mean, your argument would be, well, V, there's no decks that can abuse this card now. And to a point, I will actually agree with you. There's no decks that currently can abuse this card crazy like before with Tricksters and Dracos. Can do it. They can. And I will agree with you on that. But what I will say is, Konami doesn't look at what's current in the meta. They will look at in the future of the meta. And any future deck that can have that has field spells that Konami's looking to push as their tier 1 deck, they don't want it to be over the top too heavily. And that's why I think Terraforming is going to inevitably get hit. It is a better, it's like Upstart Goblins to 1, but people can't cope with the fact that Terraforming is to 2, and it should go to 1. They're like, no, that's a deck thinner. That right there just thins your deck. You play field spells. Well, Konami's going to make decks in the future with field spells. Field spells ain't going away just because you forgot about them or you think they're not relevant right now within the meta. Field spells are going to be more of a thing in the future. And with that said, I think Terraforming will go to 1. With that, I think we got a market price of about $33. Lightly played, it's about $31 to $32 for this card. I'm going to wait. And if this card's not hit, I'll probably buy 2 of these. Post the ban list if it's not hit. I think it's going to be hit though, but if it's not, I would love to. But this is, I mean, it looks kind of cool as an ulti. I've been told it's not a good ulti. The new LTS, the new Ultimate Rares have been looking a little wonky. I miss the older ones. Up next, Magical Musketeers. So we got the link of Magical Musketeers, and the price really spiked high. You see Caspar holding a roughly around $10 price point. You see Starfire about $6, and that's pretty high for these cards. These cards were a lot lower, and they are currently going lower in value. My advice: wait. Wait till after the ban list when nobody's looking at Magical Musketeers. We know they're getting new cards. We know they're getting a new trap card. We know they're getting a new monster, a link monster. We know this. So we know with the hype alone, they will go up in value. This is 100% known when it is announced for the TCG. And I think the best time to get cards when people aren't looking because they're too busy on other things is post-banlist. Everyone's focusing on the meta deck. Everyone's putting their dice on one deck or this deck or that deck. And you can walk in and buy Magical Musketeers for a cheaper price. So I would hold off on this right now until after the ban list and then go in and grab yours. I made a weird observation with Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring I want to share with you. A couple of weeks ago, it was $55 for a first edition Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. $55. Now, $45. Looking at the lightly played, it's about $43. Look at the other versions, Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. The Ultra Rare is about $33, and the Super Rare is holding roughly around $28. Well, why is it going lower in value? Because of news announcement of a card being reprinted as a common. Now, I said it before, and I'll say it again about this specific card. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, the Secret Rare is going to maintain good value. We can look at Ghost Ogre and make the same correlation. It had basically almost a similar reprint pattern. Ultra Rare, Super Rare. Ghost Ogre didn't get common, but it did get gold rarity, which is basically common. Can we just agree on that? Because it's, I don't know which one I hate more in rarity, gold or common. It's really hard. One's the worst folding process you could possibly do on this planet. The other one's common and bland. It's really hard to tell. It's like, would you eat shit or would you eat piss? And you want to opt to eat none, but you're like, no, eat one. That's how it is with common and gold rarity for me, especially premium gold. But looking at it, guys, I think Ash Blossom Joyous Spring will still hold some pretty good value. That is until Konami makes an ultimate rare version of this card in an OTS pack or whatever future Konami exclusive pack. Then I think the price will change. Its price will then handle roughly around $25. Crystal Wing Synchron Dragon is going up in value. It's crawling up in value, actually. And we're looking at the original print. It's about 15 prices over here. Looking at the original print for first edition. It's about $11, higher than its current $7 price point for an unlimited version of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Listen, I think this is a great card, and I actually held on to mine. These were 60s, and I bit the bullet because I love this card a lot, and yeah. So it went up a little bit, yay, but not enough really to warrant like us, like people, Yu-Gi-Oh players who held this card. It just did nothing. With that said, guys, you can always buy a Battle Legend Secret Rare for $6, or you can buy the original print first edition. The rumor is this card's going to see play within the release of the new set, and some people are kind of acting on it right now. That's the rumor. Now, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I do have my first edition Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Do you? Up next, we got Invoked. So, I've been crapping on Invoked for months, and looking at Alistair's price right now, he's $7. Yeah, get him. Like, literally, get him. Get the core of Invoked. Allister's $7. You need 2 Allisters, that's 14. Invocations are about $5. Get 2 of those. And then the rest of the deck is relatively cheap as well. And just put it all to the side. Put it all to the side. It's a deck core. Maybe Invoke gets some more support in the future. Who knows? I mean, they only have one main monster. The extra deck's pretty much good to go. They got a main monster, couple of spells and traps. I feel like Invoke's missing a lot. I feel like we weren't given a full deck core. And I think Invoke will get more cards in the future. If that was to be the case, it would obviously go up in value. Mainly Aleister, the Invoker, and Madness. So definitely get this one out of everything. You can always come back and get your invocations. They're going to go lower in value anyway. Look at it evenly match, and look at the fact that it's being reprinted yet again. By the way, Konami, good job on the 2018 Megatins. We're seeing it go lower in value right at the gate. Market price going to be about $30. I remember this was about 33s, actually, for the circuit break version. But it's saying here about $30. It's about 28 actually. The first edition is about $31, which is once again lower than $33 price point. Now the Megatins, they're hitting about $28 and struggling. Evenly Match is going to continue to go lower in value despite being a very good played card. And that's because of the expectation of the reprint of this card. I'm keeping my playset. I think this is a great card still, and I think it's anytime you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you kind of need one of these cards. You kind of need one of those, oh, you spam the board? Okay, this one card says no. So I'm going to hold on to mine, but just realize it is going lower in value. Borolo Dragon is stubborn. It's always been stubborn. When the announcement of the reprint of Borolo Dragon in the 2018 Megatins, it didn't go lower in value until I think 2 days before the actual physical release. It's insane. Looking at Borolo Dragon right now, it actually went up a little bit. They're going to reprint it? Suck a dick, ultra rare versions. I'm going higher in value. That's what we're seeing right here. $25 original print Borolo, despite it being $22 in the marketplace. The 2018 Mega Pack is stabilizing the value. We know what's going to happen. We know this is going to go lower in value. This is guaranteed going to go lower in value, but it's maintaining value because Borolo is stubborn. Next, guys, can we talk about Infinite Permanence? So the market is showing it to be about $85. I think it was hitting around $95 at one point. First edition versions of Infinite Permanence is actually $81. Looking at Unlimited, it's $80. So it's not a big difference between 80 and 81. The only thing we can guarantee know by looking at these prices right now is that the price of Infinite Permanence is going down. Now, you can play this got until April. So that's a long time. January, February, March, April. 4.5 months roughly. It's a long time before we get the reprint version of Infinite Permanence. So anyone selling their playset because of the news announcement, yeah, you'll make a little bit extra money today, but I'm not sure if it will factor in your playability moving forward in the future. Unless you could borrow cards and have fun with that. Hey, can I borrow $240 worth of cards? Can I just borrow that real quickly? Great. Thank you. Give me your keys. I want to borrow your car, and I'm going to go in your house and eat your food and wear your clothes. This is we're borrowing things. Insanity. Next, Ghostbound Haunted Mansion. Still at $52. The price has not changed for about a week. This card, what price will ultimately go down in value, despite it being a good card. I think Ghostbound Haunted Mansion is a very nice card. Just not as good, not worth this high price point. I've been saying it for a very long time, and now it's going lower and lower and lower. It's going to happen. We're going to see this card at $45 real soon. By next weekend, by I'm going to say Tuesday, Wednesday, it'll be about $45 roughly for Ghostbound Haunted Mansion. Unicorn still around $32. I think with this Konami April set, I think they reprint all the Nightmare cards. Why not? Why wouldn't they? It's a good idea. Corrupted Bleed is roughly around 17s, 18s. It's not that big of a difference. It was around 22s for a while, but, you know, things go lower in value. Vampire Sucker still maintaining value. This is a hidden gem in the set. I keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again, Vampire Sucker, but it really is a hidden gem. Warrior Legacy Succession still showing no relevance, but having value. Get rid of this card. The last card I'll talk about is Titanium Princess of Camellias. Camellias? Listen, this card is dirt cheap right now. The Plant Link comes out in April. That might be the best deck. Once again, we don't know if we're getting Maxi or not in our ban list. When Maxi was at 3, this deck was still doing things. And this is a spam deck. Like, this is a deck that spams the board. And over in OCG, they were like Maxi. And they were like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to murder your face. And they were spamming. Obviously, the FTK element has been preemptively taken out here for us here in the TCG. Good. I don't want to FTK around the time of Nationals this year. I don't want that at all. I don't think nobody else wants that as well. It's annoying. FDK or I'm gonna lock you out your deck. Get that crap out of here. I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want to play against my opponent. I want to have a competitive match. If I brick, I brick. That's one thing we can never factor in. But what you can factor out is the fact that you can get rid of FTKs and get rid of all these dumb lockout decks so Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can enjoy the game more freely. Now, I don't need to first to say it. If there is an FTK deck, I'll probably play it. I played Pendulum FTK. It was fun as hell. If there's a lockout deck, I would probably play that too. Played Gokis. It was a fun deck. It did get you wins. It did do those things, but those decks are boring. And in an event like a YCS or especially like a Nationals, where you're playing 9 rounds day 1, day 2, going into about roughly 3 rounds, that's roughly 12 rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! On average. 12 rounds of doing the same combo 2 times each minimum, not including games 2 out of 3. Yeah, no, it gets pretty old and pretty boring pretty fast. I want to play my deck and have my deck do its thing, and my opponent's deck do its thing without the lockout. But going back to Titanium Princess of Camellias, this card is dirt cheap, last being seen used in Debris Plants. We're getting a Link monster, so we might get a plant-like deck back. With that said, looking at its price points around $2, looking over here at Light You Played, you see it over here for about $2. First edition is going to be a little bit more money. Let's see, did it do a thing yet? First edition is already in the process of getting bought out. Okay, never mind. This was literally 2 days ago. First edition was $3 to $4. It was like I think it was like $3.75. First edition Prince Titanium, $12. But yeah, looking at the other versions, I mean unlimited versions. Ulti is just without the stamp. This is how important it is. $2. Also, you might want to get those Mercury fertilizers. Not that they're super hard to get. I think did they come no super rare version? An Astro Pack 3 super rare version of the card is 23 cents. You can get the Astro Pack 3 version, or you can get the new version that came out in Fusion Forces. I personally like these because they're roughly around the same price point and they're older and the same value and same variety as well. And get one of these for like translations. You probably have one of these lying around. Anyway, guys, that's the Market Watch. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. Please make sure to go over here and check out my Insomnia games. I'm going to probably upload more products throughout the weekend and when I'll be working in my card shop. Get ready for the pre-release of Savage Strike. I'm going to have that product uploaded here as well. And I look forward to you guys, what you have to say in the comment section below. Please make sure to comment down below and hit that like button. Get those likes up, boys. I want to see everyone hitting like in this video. And if you're a troll and you want to troll me, well, make sure to hit this like. Don't just look at my video, enjoy it, fucking troll me, and not say nothing and just walk away. Dislike my video, you lazy fuck. Anyway, guys, your boy V. Please make sure to subscribe. Guys, seriously, have a great day and a great weekend.